So far we have learnt events and types of events, mutually exclusive events, exhaustive events. Now let us learn algebra of events. So for this let me consider one experiment, that is rolling a die once. So that is the possible outcomes is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And let me consider an event A, that is getting an even number or getting prime number. So we know that what is the getting prime number, what are the possibilities? 2, 3, 5 are the prime numbers, right? Now let me consider B is the event. B is the event getting an even number. So that is 2, 4 and 6. So now first one, event A or B. Event A or B. So what is the event A or B? That is how to find its probability, let me discuss. So in sets chapter you have learnt how to find out the union of two sets. In the same manner these two are sets they have given. Event A or B is nothing but the outcomes of A as well as outcomes of B or both. So that is the event A or B, that is 2 is the outcome is common. So once you take it and events of A, all the events of A, all the events of B, therefore 2, 3, 5, 6. So this is event A or B. Okay. So what is this probability of this event A or B? Or nothing but always you take it as union. Or is nothing but always we consider it as union of two sets, right? Union. So therefore what is the probability of A union B? So therefore the number of outcomes in the event A union B divided by n of s, n of s. So what how many outcomes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So there are 5 outcomes out of 6 outcomes. Therefore the probability of finding the outcomes event A or B is always equal to 5 by 6. So what is the probability of event A? What is the probability of event A or getting an prime number? Probability, if they ask, there are 3 outcomes out of 6. So therefore the probability of event A is 3 by 6, that is nothing but 1 by 2. So therefore probability of an event E, any event is considered as number of outcomes favorable to the event E, divided by total number of outcomes. So this is the way of finding the probability of any event. So the probability of any event is always find out by using number of outcomes favorable to the event E, that is taken as n of E divided by n of S. Then what is n of B? There are 3 outcomes out of 6. Therefore probability is also 3 by 6. Any event you can easily determine the probability. You should remember this. Next, this is first one. Second one. So how we can find out the probability of event A or B? So that is n of A union B by n of S, correct? So now what it will be equal to? Is it equal to P of A plus P of B? So is it equal to P of A plus P of B? Let me check. So what is P of A? What is P of A? So probability of event A is nothing but there are 3 chances out of which 6, therefore it is 1 by 2. What is probability of event B? So what is the probability of event C? There are also 3 events out of 6, 3 outcomes out of 6, therefore the probability is 1 by 2. So but what is the event A or B? What is the probability? Just now we found out that is n of A intersection B, that is 5 divided by 6. So, A, P of A union B is not at all equal to P of A plus P of B. Then it will be P of A union B, probability of event A or B will be equal to what? So, that why these two are not equal? Because 2 is the outcome which is in common to both. It is included in both of this. So, we have to subtract the probability of that common outcome. So, that is P of A union B should be equal to P of A plus P of B, P of A intersection B. Check whether these two are equal or not. How? P of A, that is 1 by 2, plus P of B, that is 1 by 2, minus what is the common outcome? That is 1 out of these 6. So, therefore, what is the probability? 1 by 6 probability of getting 2. So, therefore, simplify this. So, 6 is LCM. So, 3 times we have to multiply to make LCM same. So, therefore, 3 plus here also 3 minus 1. So, therefore, 3 plus 3, 6 minus 1, that is 5 by 6. So, which is equal to this. These two are equal. Therefore, this is the formula of finding P of A union, probability of event A or B is always equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. And probability of any event can be calculated by using P of E is equal to number of outcomes favorable to the event E divided by total number of outcomes. That is N of E divided by N of S, which is used to find out the probability of any event. So, what is probability of event A or B? That is P of A union B. How to find out P of event A or B is nothing but the outcomes which are the outcomes of A or outcomes of B or both. So, that is 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6. So, finding the probability will be equal to this. Yeah. For the same experiment, how we can find out the event A and B? Event A and B. So, and nothing but intersection, that is event A intersection B. So, how to find out the event A and B and how to find out its probability? Let me explain. So, event A and B nothing but, so what is the common outcome? So, that is A intersection B. Event A intersection B is nothing but the only common outcomes which is common to A and B. So, therefore, the set of all omega is nothing but the outcome such that omega should be belongs to A and it should also belongs to B. Then it is the outcome where omega is considered as an outcome, it should be belongs to A as well as it also belongs to, and it is also belongs to B. Then that is known as event A and B. How to find its probability? So, probability of A intersection B will be equal to what? That is number of elements in A intersection B divided by total number of outcomes. I already told you before that number of events favorable to the event E divided by total number of outcomes. That is how many elements are there in A intersection B? That is only 1 out of 6. Therefore, probability of A intersection B is 1 by 6. 1 by 6. Now, how to find out A but not B? A but not B. Event A but not B. So, nothing but what? Outcomes should be belongs to A but does not belongs to B. So, therefore, it is represented by A minus B. How we are doing A minus B set? That is, elements belongs to A but those outcomes should not be there in B. So, which are the outcomes? So, that is 2, it is there, so we should not take. So, 3, it is there in A, it is not there in B, so we should, this outcome will come. 5, it is there in A, it is not there in B, so 5 will come. Can we take 6? No, it is there, it is belongs to B, not belongs to A. So, therefore, 6 we should not take, only 3 and 5. The elements of A which are not there in the B. Event A but not B, nothing but outcome belongs to A but does not belongs to B. That is event A but not B. That is for any event A intersection B, A but not B will be equal to set of all omega such that omega belongs to A and omega should not belongs to B, that is event A but not B. So this is third one. Then how to find its probability? Same that n of A minus B divided by n of S, n of A minus B divided by n of S. For every event A, there exists another event, that is event not A. Event not A. How? What is event not A? So that is the elements of sample space which are not there in A, that is 1, 4 and 6. So this is called as event not A. So one thing you should remember, that event A and event not A are always mutually exclusive. See, there are no outcome in common. So they are always disjoint sets. So they are always mutually exclusive. So therefore, what is the probability, or if you find there event A and event not A, and means what? Intersection, event not A, or we can take it as event not A is always null set, and event A union event not A is always definitely sample space, right? Correct. So they are, therefore event A and event not A are always mutually exclusive and exhaustive events, right? So then what is, how to find out the probability? So probability of A is 1 by 3. So probability of not A, or we can A complement, we can take it as 1 by 3. So therefore P of A plus P of B is always equal to what? P of A plus P of not A is always equal to probability of the sample space. P of event A plus P of not A is always equal to probability of the sample space. Therefore, if you want to find out the probability of not A is always equal to 1 minus P of A, that you should remember. If you know the probability of one event, we can easily find out the probability of event not A, that is probability of sample space minus probability of that event. So we have learnt algebra of events, that is event A or event B, event A and event B, event A and B, event A but not B, and event not A. And in all the cases, how to find out the probability we have learnt. Now we are going to learn the axiomatic approach of probability, and we will solve the problems of the exercise 16.3. Now consider the experiment, a coin tossed twice. So HH, HT, TH, TT. Now what is the probability of getting 2 hits? So one thing you should remember, there are 4 sample points. What is the probability of getting each sample point? That is always equal to 1 by 4. Correct? So probability of getting HT, that is also 1 by 4. Probability of getting TH, that is also 1 by 4. So probability of getting TT, that is also 1 by 4. So let me consider an event, or exactly 1 hit. If I consider this event, so what are the outcomes in this? So that is exactly 1 hit, nothing but HT and TH. Correct? So if you want to find out the probability of this event A, so earlier I have told you that is probability of A is equal to n of A by n of S, right? So that is 2 out of 4, that is 1 by 2, right? But what axiomatic approach of probability says, probability of any sample point is always less than or equal to 1, greater than or equal to 0, and probability of an event is always equal to, and sum of the probabilities, that is sum of probability of omega n, probability of omega 2 plus probability of omega 3, so on up to probability of omega I that is always equal to 1, because see in this considered, if you probability of TT, that is also 1 by 4. If you add all the things, 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, that is 4 by 4, you will get the probability of the sample space. So we have taken the probability of sample space is always equal to 1, because n of s divided by n of s get cancelled, so you will get it 1. So then probability of impossible event, for example getting 3/8 in this same example. So therefore there are no outcomes. So therefore sample probability of that is, so no outcomes divided by 4, so that is equal to 0. So therefore probability of any outcome, impossible event, that is always 0. Apart from the what is sure event? Sure event equal to probability of the sample space, therefore it is equal to 1. So therefore axiomatic approach of probability says probability of any sample point is always less than or equal to 1, greater than or equal to 0, and sum of the probabilities of each sample point will be always equal to the probability of the sample space, and probability of an event A, any event, which is always equal to summation of I is equal to 1 to n probability of omega I. For example, here probability of getting 2/8, if you consider this, that we are getting it is 1 by 2. According to this, there are two outcomes, hence probability of getting HT plus probability of getting TH. So that is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, it is nothing but 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. So we are getting the same thing, right? So this is the axiomatic approach of probability. What is the axiomatic approach of probability? Probability of each sample point is always less than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 1, greater than or equal to 0. And sum of the probabilities of each sample points is always equal to the probability of the sample space. And if you want to find out the probability of any event, that is sum of the sample points of that event. So this is the axiomatic approach of probability. Yeah, we have learnt the axiomatic approach of probability and algebra of events. Now let us solve the problems related to it. So take down the problem. One card is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. If each card is equally likely to come, calculate the probability of that card will be a diamond, not an ace, black card, not a diamond, ace of spade, face card. In each case we have to find out the probability. So you should remember that there are 52 cards, out of which there are 4 shoots, that is diamond. Next, you are familiar with this, heart, then this is spade, and this is club, right? 4 ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಶೇಪ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಡೈಮಂಡ್, ಹಾರ್ಟ್, ಸ್ಪೇಡ್, ಕ್ಲಬ್ಸ್, 4 ಶೇಪ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಈಚ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ 13, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸು ಕೂಡ 13 ಇರ್ತದೆ. Out of these there are 3 face cards, for example that is J, Q, K. So J, this is one face card, Q another, K, these are the 3 face cards. So how many face cards will be there? ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಡಲ್ಲೂ 4 ಒಂದೊಂದು ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಜೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಡೈಮಂಡ್ ಒಂದಿರ್ತದೆ, ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಒಂದಿರ್ತದೆ, ಸ್ಪೇಡ್ ಒಂದಿರ್ತದೆ, ಕ್ಲಬ್ಸ್ ಒಂದಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ 4 ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್, 4 ಜೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 4 ಕ್ಯೂ 4 ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆ 4 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಫೇಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್? 12 ಫೇಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನಂಬರ್ಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ? ಎ 4 ಇರ್ತದೆ, 2 4 3 4, ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಶೇಪ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ 2 ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ 2 ರೆಡ್. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ 4 ಕಾರ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ 2 ರೆಡ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ 52 ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಸೊ 26 ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ 26 ರೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 52 ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಚ್ 26 ಆರ್ ರೆಡ್, 26 ಆರ್ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಡ್, 4 ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ 2 ರೆಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈಚ್ ಶೂಟ್ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ deck of 52 cards. Now what is the probability of getting a diamond? How many diamond cards will be there? So definitely there are 13 diamond cards. Out of how many? 52. So let me find out the probability of that. First one, find the probability of a diamond card. So there, that is n of s is always 52. So n of a becomes, there are 13 diamond cards. So therefore what is the probability of getting a diamond? Probability of getting a diamond, that is probability of getting a diamond is n of this by n of s, that is 13 by 52. Therefore it is 1 by 4. Next, second one, not an ace card. Not an ace card. So how many ace cards are there? A means cards start with letter A. How many cards? 4 cards will be there. So 4 cards out of so probability of getting an ace card, let me find out first. So that is, there are 4 cards out of 52, therefore it is 1 by 13. But probability of getting not an ace card, not an ace card is nothing but, that is 1 minus 1 by 13. 1 minus 1 by 13, that is nothing. Why? Because 1 minus 1 13, it is an probability of not a, not of this element, not of this event, therefore 1 minus this, therefore it is 12 by 13. Or you can take out of 52 cards except 4, remaining all are non-ace cards, therefore 48 by 52, 48 by 52, that is nothing but 12 by 13. Then third one. So third one is probability of getting a black card. Easily we can say probability of getting black card is always, there are 26 black cards out of 52, therefore it is 1 by 2. Next, not a diamond. Not a diamond, that is nothing but probability of 1 minus probability of getting a diamond, that is fourth one, probability of getting a not a diamond is equal to 1 minus 1 by 4. So I already find out the probability of getting a diamond. So 1 minus 1 by 4, that is, this is 3 by 4. The last one, ace of spade. Ace of spade, important. So what is, how many ace of spade cards are there? How many spade cards are there? We could say there are 13 spade cards are there. How many ace of spade? There are 4 ace cards, out of which 1 spade card is there. Different shoots, 1 of each shoot. So therefore ace of spade is only 1. So therefore probability of getting an ace of spade, definitely there is only 1 chance, that is 1 out of 52 chance, right? So then the last one is, yes, then the last one is 1 2 3 4, this is 5 and this is 6. Yes, the last, probability of getting a face card. Definitely we say probability of getting a face card. How many face cards are there? Just now I told you, that is there are 12 face cards out of 52. Simplify that. Yeah, there are 12 face cards, 4 of each, 4 4 4. So therefore 12 face cards are there. So 12 by 52, 2 6 are 2, 2s are 2 6 are. So 2 3s are 2 1s are 2 3s are. So therefore it is 3 by 13. 3 by 13. Yes. So this is about finding the probability. Next, let us take this example. A coin is tossed twice. What is the probability that at least 1 tail occurs? Now let me list out S. What is S? HH, HT, TH, TT. Now event A is at least 1 tile. 1 tile occurs. So now list out the A. So what are the outcomes? At least one tile. At least means minimum it is 1 or more than that. So at least one tile. So that is HT, TH and TT. So we are going to find out the probability of this. That is probability of event A, that is nothing but N of A by N of S. So N of A is how much? 1, 2, 3. So therefore N of S is 4. So therefore the probability of that at least one tile occur is 3 by 4. I will take a few more examples. Yes, consider this example. 3 coins are tossed once. Find the probability of getting 3 8s, at least 2 8s and at most 2 8s. No head, exactly 2 tails. 3 coins are tossed once. What is the sample space of this experiment? We know that 3 8s may come, HHT, HTH, 2 head and 1 tile. So THH, 1 tile, 1 head and 2 tiles. HTT, interchange that. So THT, interchange this. TTH, the last one is TTT. So 8 outcomes. When a coin is tossed first time 2 outcomes, second time 2 outcomes, third time 2 outcomes according to 2 into 2 into 2. So the total number of outcomes 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Now let me consider that is A event. So probability of getting 3 8s. So what is the outcome of that event? That is only 3 8s, only one chance. So therefore probability of getting 3 8s is equal to N of A by N of S. So that is 1 by 8. Next second event, that is at least 2 8s. Let me take it as B event. At least 2 8s, nothing but at least means minimum 2 or more than that. So therefore it comes, this event comes, 2 8s are there, HTH and THH. So therefore what is the probability? See, there are 4 outcomes out of 8. So therefore what is the probability? That is 1 by 2. Next, at most 2 8s. At most 2 8s, nothing but what? At most 2 8s. Maximum 2 8s are less than that. So except 3 8s, all other outcomes will come. See, 2 8s are there. 2 8s, 1 head, and no head. So at most 2 8s means maximum or 2 or 1 or 0. So that is at most. At least 2 8s, nothing but minimum 2 8s and more than that. So that is the difference. So now if we call it as C event, except HHH, rest all elements will come. So THT, TTH, TTT. So therefore probability of getting that will be 7 by 8. So therefore fourth one. At most 2 8s. I did it right. At least 2 8s. 2 or more than. At most 2 8s. Yeah, at most 2 8s, nothing but maximum 2 8s are less than that. Yeah, I did that. Yes, 7 by 8. Yeah, okay. So fourth one, no head, nothing but head barlike illa. So what is the only one chance? Therefore TTT. So D is the event, TTT can come. So therefore probability of event D is equal to N of D by N of S. That is 1 by 8. So 1 by 8. The last one, exactly 2 tiles. Let me take it as event E. That is exactly 2 tiles. What are the possibilities? 1, 2 and 3. That is HST, HTH, THH. So only these 3 can come. So therefore probability of getting exactly 2 8s, that is 3 out of 8 chances. 3 out of 8 chances. So this is the way to find out the probability of the events. So probability of the event, any event is always taken as number of events favorable to that event divided by total number of outcomes. So therefore at least 2 8s means minimum 2 8s and more than that. At most 2 8s nothing but, maximum 2 8s are less than that. Even if it is 8 is not there, it is no problem, it has to be considered. No 8 barlike chance illa, so therefore only one possible case, that is TTT. In all the 3 times tiles must come. Exactly 2 tiles. ಎರಡು ಎಡ್ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಈ 3 ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ if you know the number of outcomes, the outcomes of that event and outcomes of the sample space, we can find out the probability of this. Next question. A letter is chosen at random from the word assassination. How many letters are there? 3, 6, 9 plus 4, 13 letters are there. Find the probability that the letter is a vowel and a consonant. Yes. How many samples points are there? So there are 13 letters are there, therefore n of s is 13. So how many vowels are there? Let me find out that first. How many vowels are there among these? So A, right, A, I, A is 3 times, A, E, I, O, U is the, this one, I is there 2 times and O. So there are 6 vowels, right. So what is the probability of getting a vowel? That is, there are 6 chances, that is n of A by n of S. If I take this as A event, so therefore it is, there are 6 chances out of 13. Then what is the probability of getting a consonant? So probability of getting a consonant is nothing but rest all are consonants. So therefore it is a event not A. So therefore 1 minus 6 by 13, that is 7 by 13. Or we can take the possibilities, that is yes, knock times 4 times are there. So then another letters, that is N, another consonant, that is T, and then N. So these are the 7 consonants. Therefore there are probability of getting consonant is, there are 7 possibilities out of 13. Therefore the probability will be 7 by 13. That, like that also you can take. Here it is a combination of vowel and consonant. There are 6 vowels, remaining are consonants. Therefore probability of not A also we can take. Probability of getting consonant is nothing but 1 minus probability of getting an vowel. Therefore 1 minus 6 by 3, that is 7 by 3. Now take these examples. P of A is 3 by 5 and P of B is 1 by 5. Find P of A or B if A and B are mutually exclusive. I already told you that A and B are mutually exclusive, then A intersection B should be null set. Then probability of A intersection B is, definitely it should be 0 because no elements. So therefore n of A intersection B is 0 divided by n of S, that is we don't know, but probability of A intersection B is 0 because n of A intersection B is always 0. If it is a null set, number of elements in A cross B, definitely it is 0. So 0 by anything becomes 0. Probability of mutually exclusive event, then probability of A intersection B is 0. And what is P of A or B? A or B is given by P of A union B. We have the formula that P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. I have already explained how it has come. Now we know that probability of A or B they have asked, therefore probability of A or B is nothing but, so P of A plus P of B, this becomes 0. P of A is what they have given, that is 3 by 5 plus probability of B is 1 by 5. So this is 0. Then take LCM, so what we are getting, this is 4 by 5. So when A and B are mutually exclusive events, P of A, probability of event A or B is always equal to P of A plus P of B. So the same type of question, P of E is given, P of F is given, P of E and F is given. we have to find out P of E or F. Same formula, we know that P of E or F, that is nothing but P of E union F, or nothing but union and nothing but intersection. Formula, that is P of E plus P of F minus P of E intersection F. Now that is equal to P of E union F is equal to P of E, that is 1 by 4 plus P of F, that is 1 by 2 minus P of E and F, that is 1 by 8. All the three data have given, so unknown data we can easily calculate. So 4, 2, 8, 8 is LCM. 4, how many times it goes? So 2, 2 ones are 2 plus 2 fours are 4 into 1, 4 minus 8 ones are 1 into 1, 1. So therefore the answer is 2 plus 4, 6, 6 minus 1, that is 5, 5 by 8. 5 by 8 is the probability of event E or F. Second one is very interesting. Probability of event not E and nothing but intersection and not F, that is can be calculated by probability of not E and not F, that is nothing but probability of, we know that De Morgan's property we have learned, that is U union F whole complement is equal to E complement intersection F complement. So this is a De Morgan's law we have learned, which we have learnt in set theory. So therefore E union F whole complement is equal to E complement intersection F complement. Therefore the complement of this, that is it can be written as E union F the complement. So probability of not an event, we know that, that is can be calculated that 1 minus probability of that event, that is probability of E union F. So this is very, very important. Probability of not E and not F, that is nothing but, according to De Morgan property, it can be written as E union F whole complement. So probability of not event is nothing but 1 minus probability of that event. So therefore we have just now we found out probability of E union F, that is 5 by 8. So take LCM, that is 8 minus 5 by 8, that is 8 minus 3, 3 by 8. So this is a very, very important question. Most of the time it has come in the main exam. Okay. So the last question of this topic, that is a committee of 2 persons is to be selected. Selection nothing but we have to use combination. A committee of 2 persons has to be selected from 2 men and 2 women. So then how many totally numbers are there? 2 women and 2 men. Therefore totally 4 peoples are there, out of which we have to make a committee of 2 persons. Find the probability that committee will have no men. Men should not be there. Gents ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ? ಇರೋದು 4 ಜನ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಗಂಡಸರು ಇಬ್ಬರು ಹೆಂಗಸರು. ಗಂಡಸರು ಬರಲೇಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಲೇಡೀಸ್. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ out of 2. So therefore it can be done in 2C 2 ways. It is a combination. So n of s is 4, but we have to, what is n of s then? It is, we have to select 2 persons out of 4, therefore 4C2. Then committee probability of getting no men, that is nothing but, so 2C2 divided by, totally a committee is to be made by selecting any 2 persons. Therefore totally n of s is 4C2. 4 people we have to, out of which we have to, committee of 2 persons are to be formed. So therefore 4C2 ways you can do it. So therefore probability of getting no men is 2C2 by 4C2. Simplify that, NCN is 1 because NCN is 1. So 4C2 divided by 4C2 nothing but 4 into 3 divided by 2 factorial. 2 factorial. So simplify, that is 1 by 4 into 3 divided by 2 factorial is 2 into 1, 2 ones are 2 twos are. So therefore 1 by 6. Here we have the formula, that is NCR is equal to n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. Okay, that is the formula. So if I substitute a 4 here, 4 factorial, 4 factorial, 4 factorial, nothing but 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So divided by 4 minus 2, that is 2 factorial, that is 2 into 1 into r 2 factorial. So therefore you will get 2 2s, so therefore 2 into 6, 2 3s are 6 it comes. Then 1 is to be selected, and 1 man if you select, next out of 2 women 1 is to be selected. So therefore 1 woman out of 2 is selected in 2C1 ways. So there are 2 men out of 1 is to be selected, is done, can be done in 2C1 ways, and 1 woman out of 2 is selected in 2C1 ways. Therefore probability of getting 1 man is, that is 2C1 into 2C1 divided by 4C2. So 2C1 is nothing but, you should remember all these results, that is NC1 is nothing but n. So that is 2 into 2 divided by, so 4C2 we have did that, but even if you do 4 factorial by 2 factorial into 2 factorial, so if you simplify, that is 4 by 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 divided by 2 into 2. 1 2 get cancels, 2 ones are 2 twos are get cancelled, so 2 ones are 2 twos are. So therefore the simplification 2 by 3. So the probability is 2 by 3. So this is about the topic probability. I hope you have understood. Thank you very much.